which is the Photoshop Express, and it's free, and I can tweak it right there and send it in, and and then of course that way I can see what I'm doing. But I do have these all on my Android phone, and it works out great. Um, the next item, of course, we all know about QR codes, and of course there's micro tags and there's barcode readers and everything else. But again, these certainly come in handy if you have them on your phone. I was at
Mhm.
the airport in Atlanta last week, and I guess you probably noticed all their signs that you scan the barcode and it tells you all of the specials that each of the stores in the airport has going on, which I thought was rather cool. So again, having a barcode on there, it's a great way. If you go to a city and you want to get a bus line and know where you're going, you can scan the barcode at the bus stand and it'll give you the complete route. Same way with subways, same thing with anything like that. But it's a fabulous thing to have on your thing. And if you also want Shop Savvy will compare the prices of the different stores in your area where you're at. If you want to buy a case of beer and you want to find out where the cheapest place to go to buy it, you can actually go to Shop Savvy and tell them what you're looking for, and it's a great way to uh, to do that as well. A lot of times I've been in stores and I'll scan the barcode or the code on the package, and it'll give me a comparison between Kmart and Walmart and Walgreens and everything else, and it's a great way to be able to shop. Um, I I I have the GPS system on my phone, and I tell you the reason why. I have a mobile GPS system that I have in my car, and I transfer it from car to car. But I have found out that the phone GPS system is more up to date. Um, I was in Florence, North Carolina, going to a place, and it took me out in the middle of nowhere, my car portable one, and I said, damn, how am I going to find my way to where I'm going? I pulled out my phone and put it in, and it took me right to the business. So it's actually more up to date because, again, it's all in the cloud, and so the information is up to date, new businesses, new roads, and everything else. So it really has got me out of a jam several times. And sometimes I'll be in somebody else's car, and they're lost. Even happens to the reps, and this is a great way to punch it in and find out where you're at and where you're going.
You don't find that GPS grinds up your battery?
It does, but I'm only going to use it for a small period of time. Then I'm going to make sure I kill it. So,
Hmm.
but if I'm lost, that would save me more time than anything else. So, and of course, most of us have a charger in the car and in the office and in the home anyway. So, everywhere I go, I've got a charger, a means to be able to do that. A Wi-Fi locator. Now, on your phone, iPhone, it automatically comes with Wi-Fi and it searches it. Um, I like it because it'll tell you, the free ones, and it'll tell you the ones that you can't get into, and so on and so forth. A good example of this is the Starbucks there in Peachtree, and then of course it gives you the address and the phone number and everything else in this particular one. So it goes into much more detail than you would normally do. It also tells you how far away you are from it. So it picks up all the hot spots too. Of course, AT&T has a lot of hot spots, and so does again Starbucks and most of the coffee houses and things of that nature. And if I want to call them, I can. I can actually call them ahead of time, and by using this, and have my coffee ready when I get there to the drive-through. Um, the next thing is Gas Buddy. I used this yesterday. The gas prices the way they are. I would have probably paid 10 cents more a gallon if I'd went to the place that I normally went to. And yesterday I went and got gas, and I brought it up on my Gas Buddy on my phone, and bing, bang, boom, there they were. This is a free application, but it really comes in handy for if you're a rep. And you can find the cheapest gases, and you can see their current price. And again, it's basically people in the community that's reporting these prices in. And
Hmm.
but it again, if you're wanting to save gas and save time, it's a wonderful way to do it. Uh, This is one. It's Flight View free. It's a free version, or you can use a flight track. Now, if you don't fly a lot and you're not traveling a lot, it's probably not an application that you'd want. I really like it even when I go to the airport and pick up people because um, I can track their flight and I can see if it's going to be early, late, or whatever. And I said, "Oh wow, this is great." And the other thing I like about it is that it keeps me updated on the flight. And when I'm on the plane getting ready to go off, and I want to know where the baggage claim is, guess what? It tells me where I need to go as far as my baggage claim. In this particular example, to the right there, baggage 5. So it tells me that I'm going to be on that area of getting my bags at number 5. So I like that. I know where I'm going instantly. How many times have you gone down the baggage claim and you say, well, there's 8 of these suckers and they don't have it posted yet on my flight. Well, I can go right to the baggage claim, and it's probably about 90% accurate on that. Sometimes they'll change them based upon late flights or something of that nature. The next one I'm going to show you is Flight Pro. It does cost you $10, but it's got all the bells and whistles that you can imagine that you want. And so it comes in really, really handy again if you're picking even somebody up at the airport. And of course, all these track the plane in the air, so you can say, "Whoa, they're flying to Florida and they're in the middle of Georgia right now." Okay, well, I've got another hour, so it gives you a good chance to look at it. The other one I did buy this one. This is Airport Remote. I love it. What it does is it actually shoots a screen. You've been in the terminal where you see the arrival screens and the departure screens. Well, you put in the airport and it shows you the arrivals and the departure screens. Now, I really like that because somebody will tell me they're flying in from, let's say, Atlanta, but they don't give me the flight number. Now, those other programs, you have to know the flight number to be able to track it. This way, I can go in and look at the screen, and I know he gets in at 1 o'clock. Guess what? Oh, here, he's on this flight right here, 1289. Okay, great. And then, so I really like it a lot. It's really a nifty thing. It's hard to see the bottom there, but again, it shows you the arrival and the departure screens for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of airports across the country. Um,
How many times?
yeah, go back. What? I lost you.
Okay, okay.
There you are. You're back.
How many times have you had to get up from the bar and walk over to the screen to see what the status of your flight was, and you can do it
Mm-hmm.
right there? Outstanding.
Yeah, I
Now
love it.
there's something I can use.
I love it. I really like it. I forget what I paid for this app. I think I paid, I want to say $7. But I tell you what, it's worth every penny of it because it tells me if it's on time, if it's delayed or whatever. And
And it makes you
again,
the smartest guy at the bar.
there you go. Makes you the smartest guy. So now I don't have an excuse for staying in the bar too long and miss my flight, I guess. So the next thing, and of course, this might come with age, but how many times have you been in the airport parking lot and see people walking around with their suitcase trying to find their car? I see it. I mean, I've seen guys there pushing buttons on their remote lock thing and trying to find their car and walking all the way around. I like it because it's just free. It's
Hmm.
Find My Car Light, and you mark the spot where your car is, and then when you come back from your trip, guess what? It tells you exactly where your car is and the direction that you need to walk towards it. If you see in the example on the right, you see the little arrow pointing down, and you see the little blue car down there. I
Hmm.
know exactly how to get to my car and how far away it is from me. And so it's wonderful. Now, you can also use this in a major city when you're walking, too. So if you want to mark your hotel and you're walking to a restaurant, and you get a little bit confused on how to get back to the restaurant or to the hotel, you can mark those, and then it gives you a distance back. Now, this may be an aging problem in my particular case, but I really like it a lot. And again, we all have our Gucci's, and this is one of my Gucci's that I really love a lot. You can do the
It's
same thing
cool.
when you go to a baseball game, and you can't remember where you parked your car, and you're on the other side of the stadium, but you think you're not. I mean, a lot of women love this when they go to a shopping mall or shopping center. They can find their car a lot quicker. So it has multiple applications that you can be able to use it with.
Yeah, it's not just an airport thing by any
Right.
means.
Right. Uh, Mileage, if you keep track of your mileage for your company or whatever the case may be, this is a great way to do it. It marks your trips, who you met with, and the type, so it keeps it all for you. And of course, you can transfer a lot of this data from your GPS or your car and everything else. But this is really great because if you're an independent contractor, by all means, you certainly want to keep track of your mileage. Skype and video conference call. Again, you can download Skype to your iPad or your tablet or your phone, and again, you can Skype anybody anytime that you wish. And it's a great program, and of course, it's free. It's now owned by Microsoft too. FaceTime comes loaded already on your iPhone. I just wanted to mention that in case you said, well, I don't need Skype because I have FaceTime. The only thing about it is if it's somebody who has a PC or Android phone, they can't use FaceTime. FaceTime is primarily for Mac products, Apple products.
Mm-hmm.
Newsstand, this is a great way if you subscribe to different newspapers or magazines. It puts them all in one place for you. This is already preloaded on your iPad and on your iPhone. So you don't need to do anything special, but if you put them in there, you can see all the different products that you like to read, and when you want to find them, you go to the newsstand, you pick up your copy, and you can start reading it on your tablet. Pocket, this is really cool. It's for all the different programs, including Kindle, but let's say you see something on the web that you don't have time to read, or a photo or a picture or an article or whatever, no problem. What you do is you put it in your Pocket, and your Pocket is a program that keeps it so later on you can view it. And so again, so many times we've done it, and yeah, you can bookmark it, but if it's just a particular article or whatever the case may be, again, you throw it in the Pocket and then you have it for to view later. You could do that at the office. You see something, and then you go on a trip, you put it in the Pocket, and then on your trip, it gives you a chance to read all the articles and stuff that you want to look at.
That's it. You can do that with photos. You can do that with anything. I use
Yeah,
Instapaper for that, but
yeah,
I never thought about
yeah. You can even do
trading.
videos. If you want to save videos, you can do the same thing. So,
That's neat.
yeah,
I'd heard
it's,
about that, but that's the closest look I'd ever taken to it.
yeah, and
That is way more flexible than Instapaper.
it's free. Uh, Chatter. Some of us don't use Chatter because we don't know that Salesforce has this. It is free. It's an in it's an inside company social media network. Basically,
Hmm.
it's private, just for your business. So if you need to discuss things between employees, you can do it instantly. You're not sharing them. You're not doing it in a social media environment. You're doing it in a private um, environment. No one else can see it. And people like the New York Times use this program. It's great for that aspect. Uh, it comes out loaded. You can load it on your PC at work. You can load it on your iPad, you can load it on all the applications. So, and it's a free program from Salesforce. In addition to that, some of us